talking about that. That's right, Jiu-Jitsu tournament. Now, coming up right after Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu, of course, is Dave Sampson's Taekwondo. Okay, now Dave Sampson today will be showing you instructional Taekwondo as well as showing off his demonstration team. Also, a special appearance by Grandmaster June Rhee. So stay tuned for that one. I'm sure you'll be interested in that. Now, right after Sampson's Taekwondo, of course, follows him is Victor Marks. That's right. Now, you know, Victor Marks is trying to get everybody together to help out those poor orphans in Guatemala. Now, if you're one of those people that have something to donate, such as clothes or anything else that you can give up to help those orphans, call Victor Marks, as I have. Okay, right after Victor Marks is my good friend Marcus DiValentino with Karate Stars. And he's going to continue with his instructional video, The Power of Okinawa Kempo. And it's very good. I myself have learned a lot by watching that video. Okay, right after Karate Stars is going to be Charlanne Oka with Kempo Corner. And believe it or not, Bill Takeuchi is going to help her out today. That's right. What a guy Bill Takeuchi is. One of the best Kempo men here on the island, as well as Charlanne Oka. But back by popular demand is Richard Keble. That's right. People have been calling up going, hey, what happened to Keble's Jiu-Jitsu? Well, he's coming back in November with all new shows. That's right. Richard Keble will be back. Okay, folks. Now, coming up right now is my interview with Relson Gracie. So stay tuned. Whoa, wrong way. Hi, I'm Ron Pohnel, and I'm here with a very special guest today. I'm here with Relson Gracie, who is in charge and runs the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu here in Hawaii. Relson, it's nice to see you. How are you? You know, I'm very fascinated by martial arts history, and can you tell me where did Jiu-Jitsu originate?
Well, basically this started a long time ago. This come from India, and then that's like 2,000 years before Christ. Basically, Jiu-Jitsu is the most technically effective martial arts. What's happened in India after 1,000 years is be changed for China. And then in China, it stay from 1,000 years more, is be changed from Japan. It's going country to country. And then in Japan, that's the most developed. The Japanese very smart, developed Jiu-Jitsu from better techniques. And then it's come real approved for use from the force, Japanese forces in the First War. And then what's happened after that, the master Conde Koma, he moved to Japan from Brazil. And then in that circumstance, he started living in Brazil, and then consequence, he come in my daddy's, my family's, my parents' streets, and then he started training his jiu-jitsu for himself. And then my grandfather, Gastão, that's the one who got a friend for Conde Maeda, as he called the big master, come from Japan. He started teaching my godfather. And then from times come, that's funny thing I want to talk, because after have this past, the Japanese come to Brazil after the war, in the middle of the war, the First War. What's happened, the Japanese consul has high, like don't let Jiu-Jitsu get stand in any part of the world. Like for law, Jiu-Jitsu be suspended to be teacher. And then the Japanese people start forget, because this law will work. And then basically the government, Japanese government, it's prohibit the teach Jiu-Jitsu.
So Jiu-Jitsu was forbidden to be taught in Japan at a certain time?
In this point, yeah, it's only be in the Jiu-Jitsu more. After the war, a lot of Japanese people move away, and then these guys bring his technique together, and then that's luck my family have. They have the situation, the guy, the big master moved to my family street. And then the consequence, my uncle, my parents, my godfather is from Scotland. And then my uncle Carlos is the most excited, and then for martial arts, is the older one. And in hot blood he have for Scotland, he start the most trained, and then for be 10 years old, my daddy, Relson Gracie, he's the first one to get this technique. And then for the years, my daddy is 10 years old still, my uncle Carlos start teaching him. After the time when my daddy makes 17, 18 years old, he be develop more jiu-jitsu than my uncle. He's be the one, he create the real Gracie style. He adapted jiu-jitsu for his weakness because my daddy only have 140 pounds. He's very weak, he's very, you know, small personal. And then jiu-jitsu, he started to adapt for his side, his weight. And then for his circumstance to be weak, he don't have the power to use about big guys. And then he developed the way to get in the submissions point and then the defense yourself in very bad situations, like guy 100 pounds more, 200 pounds more. He be in the battle, and then he can, in the end, he developed his own style to submit these big giants from the knee position.
I see. So your grandmaster is Relson Gracie?
Yeah, he's my daddy, my grandmaster.
This is your father. I see. And how many brothers are there that teach and practice jiu-jitsu?
My daddy have 9 kids, and then these 9 kids have 2 sisters, 7 brothers, 6 black belt, 1 brown belt. Basically, maybe you guys already know, the family is as big, and then basically it's fun more. What you can see the whole family, Horion, me, Relson, Rickson, Hoken, Hoyler, Royce. This is the most splash right now in the world, the street fight self-defense, and then mats, like everything's going. Rickson right now is the big champion in Japan. Royce, the big champion in America. Both brother. Hoyler coming right there too. He's real tough, lighter. More, he keep make his fight. He keep undefeated in street fights too.
Right now, your brother Royce, he actually made Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu very big in America by the Ultimate Challenge that everyone has seen. And we want to know, where is he now, what is he doing, and when will he compete again?
Yeah, that's the thing, give you to the American people the vision what's so much important the technique are. When Royce start fighting UFC, nobody know about jiu-jitsu in the country. Jiu-jitsu is like Aikido jiu-jitsu, what the guys have in America. It's a little bit different. Jiu-jitsu from Brazil, Gracie jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu from Brazil mixed with home martial arts together. Like you can see Royce in fight, he avoid the opponent to hit his face, he use his kicks from long distance, and then when he come close, he make the clinch. Basically, this work for weak people, small people, to not get avoid to get hurt. And then basically he can defend yourself because you keep the distance. When you make the clinch, that's come jiu-jitsu techniques, submission holds. And then what you see Royce effect in this point, because he's the smaller one, the lighter one, he hold these tournaments. And then he the one, he never punch, he never strike. And then he not muscle, personal, he not strong. You see the physically, the endurance this point, it's not too important. Sure, it's helped a lot. I not say it's helped a lot. More, basically, it's more important the technical side. The technique be very, very effective. And that's Royce's shoulder. He's the weakness, he's the lighter, he's the only one who don't strike. And then he doing the submissions like different ones. He's still undefeated. He have like 13 mats. He have like 13 different submissions. And then he never strike. That's a real effect. Yeah, I see this real got into American martial arts life, because everybody see how much effective jiu-jitsu are. You see what it can be, a guy like him, beat up people like Seven, Shamrock, giants, you know, Gerard Pardo, big guys, 320 to 280. And then this looks good from the American vision, because people start believing technically work at the ground techniques, how much effect are in street fights. And the people think street fights is basically is going to be aimed in the stand-up position. A lot of people got confused for that. It's hard to submit somebody and stand up. It's, for us, it's good to take to the ground, but for the strike, you want to keep the fight stand up. It's hard to keep the fight stand up when another guy have intention to take the fight to the ground. Basically, I respect the whole kind of martial arts, stand-ups, takedowns, judo, wrestling, karate, taekwondo. Everything is great. Everything is real good. More Jiu-Jitsu is a combination, hold this martial arts together. And that's Royce proved. And then he still have plans to put these fights, because now people look Royce like a champion and keep challenging him. And then I think Royce did the job already done. More for consequence, the fact people keep pushing him to go into the mats. He's going to come back this year. Maybe in the end of the year he start contacting for next fight.
I see. So the second oldest son of Helio Gracie is you.
Yes.
And you yourself was a competitor. This is correct.
Yes, for a long time.
For a long time. And you've retired, I'm sure, many years past, but you were a champion in your day. This is true.
Yes, basically my retire comes because the consequence I moved to America. Because my last year in Brazil, I be champion in 2 different weight categories, black belt, in my weight division, middleweight, and then the open division. I got a champion in both classes. Me Rickson compete in the same weight division, and me Rickson compete in the same weight open division. And then I got the first place in the one division. He got another one. I got second place another. I shake hands in the end of the tournament. And then us have these things done. I compete all my life. And then when I feel like 32 years old in Brazil, I'm champion for 22 years. I compete in Brazil undefeated. Yeah, all the time I compete 2 weight class. That's real rough, real tough. In Brazil, you do that. More because I think I'm come from the big man, Helio Gracie, is the big teacher there, the big grandmaster in Brazil. It's helped me a lot, sure. And then that's the way. I keep compete a lot. And then when I moved to America, 32 years old, that's I stopped competing, because in America I still don't have these competitions. Right now we start growing in America a lot. A lot of tournaments start coming to the American, Pan Americans, world champions, Jiu-Jitsu world champions, and then that's good for the sport. It's good for us. We can receive these Brazilian guys to compete here in on land.
Exactly. So what degree of black belt, what is your rank presently?
I'm 8th degree red black belt. Forget this belt, you need to spend at least first 10 years to get a black belt, never before that. That's the Gracie system are. And then after that, I need to forget this belt. I need 20 years in the mats, teacher. After 20 years black belt, you got your red black belt. And then I need more 17 years to change this belt. I'm still far away to get my results. I'm going to red belt. I have this belt for 40 years. I need more 16 years, I'm sorry, to get my red belt. That's my point. That's I want to get there, like my daddy, my master. I'll wait for. I need 17 years more. I sit down and wait.
Well, I understand you have some of your champion students here. I'd like to say hello to them, so I want to thank you very much.
Thanks. I appreciate for the opportunity one more time. Thanks for the support, you guys. Thanks a lot.
Coming November 8th, the 6th annual Gracie Jiu-Jitsu International Tournament. Competition from all over the world. The mainland, Brazil, Japan, Australia, and your local favorites. This is one competition you don't want to miss. If you need more information, call 395-7521. This will be held at Kaiser High School in Hawaii Kai. Be there!
Hi, I'm Relson Gracie from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I have here Kelli. She's going to help me some moves, self-defense. It's the most simple effect self-defense I can keep see around. Basically because it's easy to doing, like the guys can see you now. Please, Kelli. Okay. First move, somebody try to catch somebody else's neck. Sometimes it's important. You have these things to go in because guy squeeze the neck like this, simple, he escape. Again, she's escape. It's easy because she turn around my tongue. Okay, second move here. Somebody grab her for the collar. She grab my wrist. She slap my elbow, step in, and then got my arm lock. Right. Okay, the third move here. Somebody grab it for the shoulder. Just try to take her someplace else. She trap the arm, base, right. Good job. Okay, this happens a lot. Women's in the streets, please come close, Kelly. Somebody tries to surprise. You try to hug her. Okay? Here we go. Go. Yes? Yes. And then she arm lock in the end. Right. Okay. Good job. It's true. Sometimes people come like this. You try to take advantage. A girl like her, try grabbing her from behind. Okay? Yes. Yes. Okay, good. Okay. Sometimes he changed. And then he tried to pull her neck back, like surprise her like this. Yes. Yes. All right. Good. Basically, the guys can see this arm lock is very effective for the groundwork. Basically, when you finish the positions like that, let's have a finalization move. It's finishing arm locks, chokes, grappling. It's very, very extensive for arch. And then sometimes you take advantage from the bottom position. What you can see, it's hard to catch a girl like that. Effect, sure. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks. Hi. I'm here to introduce Kelli and Scott, two friends and partners in my school, help me in class. I want to show you some grappling groundwork, and then I can show you what's going on in the ground and positions. Basically, if you don't know the grappling, the submissions and defense, you can be in serious trouble in the ground. What I can show you, let's go guys, let's stay down here, Kelli, please. Let's show you some positions, head locks here. Okay? And some ideas, somebody grabbing headlock like this. Let me explain something before you guys start. I want to tell you this position, it's very effective. Okay, you guys can turn a little bit, the camera can see a little bit. Yeah. It's very effective headlock for who have the skill to use the technical way to escape. Because in positions like that, if your opponent is heavy, is stronger to you, this can be very serious situations to escape. Basically, I'm going to show you some technical way. Kelli going to start using his escapes. He keep his elbow down there, and then start pushing your hips away, and then he bring his knee inside. He start pushing his face up. He pass the second leg over the face, and then he come to the arm lock. Hold it. Okay? Thanks again. One more time, please. And show you slow again what the guy's doing here. Headlock, come again. Basically, start protect yourself. You shrink his face inside. Start proc his neck. He start push his face up. And then you can see, he pass the second leg over. You already submit in arm lock. Okay? Good. Another position it can be too sometimes is semi-headlock. More like I say, this can be a lot of ways to be the opponent can be have his intention to hold. Now you can see Scott have his head down, real low, and then it's more hard to push his face out. What Kelli gonna do in for circumstance, he turn himself to start moving his hips, and then he bring the hook in, and then he climbs. That's right. And then he have his base position right in the top position, and then he squeeze his face down to open the lock, keeping his hands in the ground, and then come the arm lock position again, and then the submission for sure. Okay, good guys, good job. One more time, please. Let's see this slow again, guys. Basically, that's begin headlock, more very effective. It's very usable for people, high schools, kids, everywhere. People headlock, a comfortable position for him. And then come again, Kelli, please. What you can see, he have his techniques. He hold his leg, he hook over, he climb him, he have his base position, get his support, then open his arm, and then go straight to the arm lock again. Right? Thanks. Good job, Kelli. Good job. Okay. Now let's see another position. This happens a lot here. It's basically when somebody in the ground. Scott, lay down, please. And then Kelli mounting him. Basically, the ways to escape that. That's basically, it's very comfortable position for who be in the top, because he had access to strikes, submissions, he played jiu-jitsu in gis, chokes, collars, and then that's comfortable to be in position, sit down somebody like that. Basically, I'm gonna start a technical way, sport way, when somebody try to choke you, hold his neck to squeeze him. And then what he doing, the defense, goes Scott, hold his wrist, trap his arm, trap his foot, and then he bump for the side, he have a trap, he turn the fight, and then he in top position right now, okay? One more time, please.
Should I trap the foot?
Yeah, again, you have the choke, like he try to squeeze his neck, he hold his wrist, he trap the arm, he bump up, he going over, yes, and then he basically escape this position, okay? Thanks. Now, let me see another way. Lay down squat again. Mounting. Let's see the elbow escape. Okay? Basically, when they spar jiu-jitsu, technically way, have a lot of ways to submit. You have a lot of ways to prevent yourself, for the guy not be comfortable. You don't take advantage of this position too long. See, the guy keep weight like that, what Scott's gonna do, he's gonna start pressing his elbow right between the leg and his body. Push him away, and then he bring his knee inside. Then he escape his hips to the side. He bring the second leg in, okay? Then come the guard position again. That's comfortable basically for the bottom position. Okay, again, one more time, please. That's important, you know, keep this mounting. Don't let the guy in the top keep this mounting for too long, because then his chance to win is come bigger. So let's go again. He try to choke or something, he start using his elbow, escape, he move his hips, and then he bring the second knee in, and then come the guard position again. Yes? Thank you, guys. See something. Thanks. Okay, I want to show you something here. Spot, please. Basically, this guard position is very effective for who be in the battle. Don't looks like the guy take advantage the position like that. What I have here, 100 moves to do in here, sweeps, headlocks, triangles, chokes, big variation, depending what he's doing. You turn a little bit like this. Okay, basically when the guy put one leg up, I keep holding his elbow, hands inside, I'm turning myself, pass the leg, hold his arm, take him down, the arm lock, good grip in the wrist, he presses his belly up, okay? Basically what I'm using here is a leverage move. I keep my legs down, you force my leg up a little bit, you feel the pressure, okay? What you can see, this can be a fraction of a second to get this move. As only he push my hands in my chest, I hook my hands inside, I'm sweep fast the turn, push him down, grab his arm. Then automatically, just gather both hands in the wrist, you start pressing my belly up. It's a leverage, I don't use any power, it's not muscle, it's only my hips move up. And then I hold the wrist down and then I press my belly up. It's for me, it's comfortable to do. It's hard to him handle, okay? What I can say too, that's arm locks in the guard. Sometimes I can put the hands in the collar, and this affect the chokes are, okay? I can choke like this, I can choke like this, I can choke around like this. There's a lot of ways to be this chokes. She tries to stand up, I can keep holding his elbows, both foot in the belly, yeah, I flip him up, and then I go in the top position, okay? That's happy sometimes. The guy tries stand up position, and then I'm from the bottom, I can flip him over. Basically, again, do it one more time, I keep holding his elbows, both foots in the belly, I turn my face, another side, he come right here, okay? And then I follow the move, okay? Another way this can be done too, when the guy stand up, one more time, and then I keep hold the elbows and I change for this. I slide my knees inside, both hands in the heel, and then I push my knees up, palm your hands in the ground, I push myself up. That's the mounting position too. It starts with the guard. So sometimes the guy stop, because my legs keep trapping him, and then it's making him a little bit agonized, get out my legs. And then sometimes he got excited to stand up, I hold the elbows, I open my legs, slide my knees inside, both hands in the heel, I push him up, hands on the ground, he come up. And here we go, the top position again. Okay? What you guys can see, hold these positions. It's very comfortable to do, very easy to be, because basically us play and surprise moves, yet so, this so complex are, because you never know what's going on next step. You can be surprised for sweep, you can be surprised for arm locks, chokes. Basically, that's really effect. Any choke, any arm lock like that, done. What you can see, that's safe martial arts. But please, don't doing yourself, don't try doing yourself. Try find the right instructions to train this. Thanks a lot. Hi, I'm Relson Gracie. I have Baret, Shem, good friends, my students too. I'm gonna show you some action and groundwork. Like I say, Jiu-Jitsu, it can be technically, it can be used from streets, it can be used in competition, save and then effect. Like what you guys are gonna see a little bit, grappling in gi. Basically, that's the competitions are, and then that's Jiu-Jitsu sport. It's B. Okay? So, you ready, baby? You ready, Shem? Let's go show a little bit grappling here for these guys. Basically, that's gonna be a little bit like a train. When the guys try to show you some techniques going the ground, how much this continue going, okay? Okay, guys. Remove you guys in here. That's the guard. But you can see he tried past the guard and successfully run from this side. Basically, this 3 points, knee in the belly, 2 points. Try submission choke. You're going to arm lock, okay. One more time, please. If I get in the bottom, back him, take him down, please. Yes. 35, yes. Let's go, right pass. That's kind of guard position. Just feel real comfortable to be. Use your legs most you can. And if you sweep like that, and then mounting position, escape for the bottom. Let's get turn, yes, make sure splints here. Turn the side a little bit. And that's the back positions, 4 points when the guys have hooks inside, and then a submission choke. Thank you guys. One more time. Thanks, Baret. Thanks, Shem. Thanks, supporters. Thanks a lot. Thank you, guys. Yes. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu. I expect to see a lot more of him, and we're going to get some of that great tournament action coming up on his next shows. So, hey, coming up next is Dave Sampson, so don't touch that dial. That's right, stay right there. Don't anybody go away, because we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't change the channel. No channel surfing.